Mexico. We work from Maine to Mexico. There's nothing. The world is a carousel of color.
Those are the voices of some old friends. Voices which have echoed out across the bluegrass these past 30 years from WLEX and NBC. You know, way back then, this grassy field was farmland, and about the only sounds that echoed here were the clank of a cowbell or the turn of a tractor. But then came a great idea. And in 1955, WLEX signed on as Central Kentucky's pioneer television station. And my, how we've grown. There are satellite dishes. They beam in programming from all around the world for you. And there's one of our 2 live mobile units to bring you on-the-scenes report. You know, inside the building is one man who's been around to enjoy every single minute of that 30 years of progress. Harry Barfield is our general manager and president. Back then, he was our station manager and jack of all trades, including on-air.
WLEX-TV, Lexington, Kentucky.
That's how we sounded, and here's how we looked way back then. This is Control Room 1955. And this is our control room, 1985, where our directors and engineers work with the finest state-of-the-art equipment to turn out quality programming. Such is our coverage of the Bluegrass Stakes, the Keeneland Prelude to the Kentucky Derby. For 5 years, WLEX has broadcast that big race live, a major project. And so is our coverage of the Lexington Ballet's traditional Christmas production of the Nutcracker. This past year, WLEX produced a gripping hour-long documentary on the anniversary of the Holocaust. And I was there, gave you compelling eyewitness accounts of the horror from survivors who now live in Central Kentucky. And it gave us national and state awards. Of course, we're also here to entertain you. And that we certainly do with the help of NBC and shows like these. This is our big studio, and in the years we've been on the air, that spotlight has focused on thousands of fascinating guests. For example, Ronald Reagan himself sat in this very chair to be a guest on Your Government. And so did Jimmy Carter, and so did Senator Ted Kennedy, and Jesse Jackson, and Gloria Steinem. And those are just a few of the controversial and powerful guests who have helped make Your Government the most important program of its kind throughout the state. This is where In the Know is produced, our prestigious Scholastic Quiz program, which challenges students from all over Kentucky. Our state education department chose this studio and our production skills to produce its weekly education notebook, and that's aired by stations all around Kentucky. This is the studio where civic leader Marilyn Musnick has presided over bluegrass personalities for almost 20 years. One of the most popular people of all those 30 years was not a political figure nor an entertainer, but a legend.
We're happy to have as our guest today Paul Bright, or Bear Bright, as he's better known to most of you. And you probably wonder how I got the name of Bear Bright, so I'll just tell that right briefly. They had a circus came to Fordyce one time, that's in Arkansas, and they gave a $5 bill to anyone that could wrestle the bear. That bear in there, and a bunch of the old folks tried it, couldn't do it. Well, Bear didn't have a dime in his pocket, but they talked him into going in there and wrestling that bear. So he jumped in there, took the bear, not only pinned him, but threw him out of the ring. And from that day on, he had the name of Bear Bright.
We've gone to Frankfort and to the private rooms of the governor's mansion for a farewell conversation with Governor John Y. Brown.
You know, I'm very excited about my future. I'm probably more excited now than I've ever been.
We wanted you to hear what former Governor John Y. Brown had to say about his future because we feel the same way, excited about our future. So many great things are in the plans for Channel 18, including our news operation. And incidentally, this is the news set where every one of our 18 Action News programs originates from, noon, 5:30, and 11.
18 Action News. From Lexington, the heart of the bluegrass for all Central Kentucky.
This is our employees' lounge, but once upon a time, this was our newsroom. And our entire news staff fit into this tiny cubicle. There was Peter Stoner and Billy Thompson and Jim Stevens. Henry Kenyon has been part of our production staff for almost 20 years now. And Henry, do you remember when Pete Stoner's desk was right where you're having that coffee?
Yes, Sue, and I've seen a lot of changes around here.
Like this one. Back then, there was no videotape, and everything we did for news was on film. Well, it's always fun to look back, of course, but it's looking ahead that counts. And that's what our news operation is all about. Look at our newsroom now. 40 people strong instead of just a handful. Reporters and photographers and producers, 8 state-of-the-art video cameras, 5 editing suites, 1 with the most advanced special effects. This is Anchor Row. You'll recognize the faces here. Here's Mike Berry, co-anchor of Noon Today.
Hello, Sue.
And here's Brian Collins, our weatherman.
Hi, Sue.
Mindy Shannon, Bob Hale. They're all getting ready for our 5:30 Action News Report. Down there's Amy Brandling and Greg Gerlach. They're our 11 o'clock team. And incidentally, it was Greg's month-long series, These Troubled Waters, that made WLEX one of just 4 stations our size in the entire nation nominated for the Alfred I. DuPont Award.
It is our feeling at 18 Action News that aluminum in drinking water has the potential to cause major health problems for people in Central Kentucky.
And there's the man who holds it all together, Dave Cromwell, our news director. So here we are, already celebrating our 30th anniversary, feeling bigger and stronger and spunkier than ever. And we're very excited about what lies ahead. We'll be here growing right along with our community. As one very famous American likes to put it, you ain't seen nothing yet. So let's make a date. Anniversary after anniversary, let's all be there.
WLEX, let's all be there. Those special moments that can bring us all together, make us smile, make us laugh, or cry or cheer. NBC, let's all be there. You and me, let's all be there. People come together in the moments that they share. Oh, WLEX, let's all be there. Be there, be there. TV 18, let's all be there. WLEX, let's all be there. People come together in the moments that they share. WLEX, let's all be there. Kentucky joins together